Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16 verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Here my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, for the program Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on The Street 919 FM.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry, every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Mondays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Trauma and Bereavement. Also, every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Low and You. Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Dealing with Disabilities. And every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., the all-night prayer live on The Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with the day's issues from a biblical perspective, and you'll also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, "He hath showed you, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of you, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795-222. For further information, call 753-1113 or 610-4673.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
It's morning again. Yeah, 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 yeah. People frustrated. It's 2023 and salaries outdated. Leaders of today don't seem too dedicated. A lot of them need to get re-educated. Try with the voices on the street. That's for poverty and defeat. 919 on a morning barriers breaking. There's only facts and truths that we reveal it. Come let me hear the real voices that this shit say. 919 say another day. The voices are from. God bless my way. Yeah. 919 say another day. The voices of the street say another day. Unbiased, dedicated from. God bless my way. Yeah. God give me the strength to go through the day while my soul. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Build up the picture and off the plane, I'm no joking. The money small, but guess who keeps I floating? Another day, another day. God bless my way. Yeah. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Wake up. Wake up. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Cancer. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. It's morning again, yeah, 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 yeah. People frustrated, it's 2023 and salaries outdated. Leaders of today don't seem too dedicated. A lot of them need to get re-educated. Try with the voices on the street that put poverty in defeat. 919 on a morning barriers breaking. There's only facts and truths that we reveal it. Come let me hear the real voices that the shit say. 919 say another day. The voices of the shit say another day. Unbiased, dedicated from. God bless my way. Yeah. 919 say another day. The voices of the shit say another day. Unbiased, dedicated from. God bless my way. While my soul, yeah. Out on the battlefield, 919 working. Build up the picture and off the plane, I'm no joking. The money small, but guess who keeps I floating? Another day, another day. God bless my way. Yeah. Out on the battlefield, 919 working.
Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of Voices on the Street, right here on the Street 919 FM. Let me do apologize for the late start, but hey, it's raining on the outside, yeah. But nonetheless, I am here, and also let me introduce my co-host, or should I say my host, Mr. Fuad Abubakar. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm blessed. Thank you very much. And good morning to everyone waking up, who moving already. People, move early in the morning as well. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. Nice to have you on the inside. So, guys, although the late start, the protocols, how we do. We're going to get into our online papers for today, Tuesday, the 25th, of June, 2024. And after that, we're going to open up the lines, take your morning greetings very briefly, and then we're going to get into the topic of the day. So, headlines in the Express, Lynette under fire. Okay. Lawyers question Lat President following email explaining role in award of senior counsel. Amazing feeling to respect this country. Farley wants to spend $4 billion budget. So let's get inside and see what's taking place. Lynette under fire. The Law Association of Trinidad and Tobago, LATT, and its president, Lynette Sibaran-Sweet, have come under fire following an email to the membership signed by her in, hold on, get in quickly and see. Signed by her, in which she sought to explain her role in the process of the award of senior counsel status this year. Okay. Woman chopped at work. Suspect tries to slit own throat. A Princestown woman was chopped during a cutlass attack, allegedly at the hands of a close relative who also attempted to slit his throat yesterday morning. Babysitter to face charges in toddler's death. 2-year-old Xavier Glasgow died as a result of blunt force trauma, and he also sustained internal bleeding. A 2-year-old boy? Traitors and sellouts. Tobago House of Assembly THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine has labeled as traitors and sellouts Tobagonians who do not share his administration's goals. Hold on, let me get in. I hope all the listeners in Tobago, good morning. Administration's goals in its relentless pursuit of Tobago's autonomy. Continuing, Ram Logan calls on Dial-Singh to disclose a PAHO report. Former Attorney General Anand Ram Logan has called on Health Minister Terence Dial-Singh to urgently disclose a copy of the Pan American Health Organization PAHO. Hold on. Report from the investigation of newborn deaths at the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, NICU, of the Port of Spain General Hospital. Kamala not interested in fighting Bacchanal with UNC. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisesa says she is not interested in fighting anyone or any group within the United National Congress. Farley path clear for THA police. The path is now clear for the implementation of the Tobago Police Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, THA Farley Augustine, announced yesterday. Russian allowed to challenge deportation. Man dies after row with ex-wife and son. Missing man found 12 days later in forest. CBN tour of trafficked starts tomorrow in Jamaica. UNC party members excuse me, must call for healing and dengue danger. So these are the stories that are making way in the Express, we head over to the Newsday. In the Newsday, cousins killed for jewelry in Matura triple murder. Kamla, Ragbear will be given due process. Man robbed after Grenna meetup. Ram Logan, parents want to see power report on neonatal deaths urgently. Final curtain call for Naprima Bowl CEO. Trinidad and Tobago under yellow level alert. High winds. Okay. Boys take all at Chemistry Olympiad. Trafficking in persons report. Trinidad and Tobago upgraded. Law Association President. Prime Minister refused to meet on silk appointments. PM defends move to sell Petrotrin refinery. Nikisha Garrett crowned Miss Global International TNT. Congratulations to you. Indian walk woman critical after attempted murder and suicide. So guys, I do apologize for that, but you all know my situation at the moment. So continuing, 2 wounded in a family fight in Erin. Footballer, geotechnical engineer is Miss World TT. Okay, nice. Court stops deportation of Russian asylum seeker. Tobago man acquitted of a 2008 fatal stabbing of teen. Maruga man acquitted of a 2010 wounding charge. UNC to discuss Ragbear's fate after he voted with government. Maloney man sentenced to hang for ex-girlfriend's murder. Augustine, oil spill cleanup allocation fell short by 100 million. Laramie man shot in altercation. Lawyer calls on law body to come clean on new silk. And these are the stories that are making way in the Newsday. So we head over to The Guardian. Headlines in The Guardian this morning. Farley unveils a $3.9 billion budget. 12 seats up for contests in PNM NATEX. Some current national executive members of the People's National Movement PNM, including Welfare Officer Maxine Richards and Operations Officer Irene Hines, intend to contest the posts they hold when the party's internal election is held. Others, including PNM Treasurer Kazim Hossain, have not decided yet on contesting. Okay. Farley presents a $3.9 billion budget, biggest chunks for health and social programs. THAI's facial recognition to track down criminals. Farley rejects TTRA property tax for Tobago, wants talks with Prime Minister on issues. Farley fears environmental disaster on island. Political leaders, prime ministers stand by comment, a desperate move. Ram Logan, disclose PAHO report urgently. Police Association head, hiring Williams as a consultant, a good move. Local government ministry moving to implement work from home. TNT improves in U.S. trafficking report. Notes security officials still complicit. Tobago now a hiding spot. Relatives, friends say farewell to a man who had the touch. UE seismic downgrades Saturday's earthquake, but says 27 aftershocks occurred. 3 men held with illegal gun and cocaine. Teen in critical condition after shooting. Laborer shot during fight with man. TV6 workers protest, rejecting a 5% wage offer. CPEP worker and relative in hospital after murder-suicide attempt. Worm sentenced to hang for ex-girlfriend's murder. And these are the stories that are making way in The Guardian, The Express, and The Newsday at this time. So guys, we're going to open up the lines for a bit. In just a few minutes we go to a break. We're going to open up the lines for a bit to take your morning greetings. You can call us at 342-0081 and 466-5391 to give up your morning greetings. Let me see if you're up and about, if you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It's time to get going. Caller, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, morning.
Morning to of Tobago. I heard the voice from Montreal. My family from over in Canada. Listen to each and every one of course. I had sharp friends, Mr. Concoy, listen. And to my family, my Canada family in Trinidad. Listen to each and every one of them. A special message to my Prime Minister and his cabinet, and his family also. Listen, Lucy, later.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce Wayne.
Morning.
Morning, Bruce Wayne.
Good morning, Ari Village. You hearing me?
Hello.
Hey. Hello, you hearing me?
Yes, Bruce Wayne, I will hear you.
Morning.
Right, morning. Well, I would say firstly, properly exercise. I also want to make a stranger laugh. Well, I know you come too late because of the weather, but I'll try to be short, quick. Morning to all my friends and... morning to you and your family, Bruce Wayne. Then to all the announcers, Pastor Baby Sharon, Daily Voice, thanks to IWER for giving us this lovely station. All the 9.9 workers, announcers, cleaners, everybody. My friends in Tobago, the Mount St. George, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Archer, the entertainers, and so then Malcolm, can't forget Malcolm, Swanky, the post about Lady DJ, all my friends in Princeton, the Mark Brothers, the Calendars, my lady in Whiteland, Wendy, our band, La Fontaine Musica, and all my friends. Hey, Fireman, my Lord. Mora, my friend in St. Martin, in the circular who I spoke to yesterday in Preston morning. Right, Goose, I don't want to stay long. One love.
Caller, good morning. Manu, you have about 2 minutes.
Okay, good morning, friends. Good morning to everybody. Girlfriend, Mammy Sauce, Miss Puna, Miss Jean, Malcolm and Gemma Umanoga, all the people, Mr. Sawaman, Mr. Clapton Bay, Mount St. George, well, everybody who I might forget because Bruce all the time now in a kind of way. Dinner time to get up, election is in the air. Mr. Everybody who I might forget, I really forget, but they had to speed up and things. So love to everybody. Mr. Abubakar, good morning to you.
And good morning to you as well.
Yeah, man, this is, anyway, I ain't going to tell you who I is here now. Anyway, love to everybody. People born their gardens and Mount Hope. Or they do something good for somebody. Do they give somebody something and say nothing about it? And thank the Lord, we'll watch out for the children. Love is the answer. Go on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I like that one. Love is the answer.
So, guys, we have about a minute or so again before we go to the break. So, when we come back from that, we're going to continue taking your calls. We're going to have our discussion. So, keep it locked to the street, 909 FM. Voices on the Street. We'll be right back.
Expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens, and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introducing Positive Corner with Naka every Tuesday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Highlighting young, vibrant, and future stars spreading our nation's banner across the world. Telling their story about their journey to success and overcoming the negativities that plagues our land. Come, let's sit, discuss, have a few laughs, but at the same time learn something new. Every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Positive Corner, where challenges are opportunities for growth.
For those of you who don't know what a dogra is when an Indian and an African decide they want to upset their parents. So there's others happen here, right? So, you know, above the waist, you know, the bear thing Indian, but below the waist, still Indian.
It's the largest festival of laughter ever! The biggest and funniest stars from different eras on the same stage.
At the best of the best comedy fest, July 6th, I ain't taking no chances. I walk in with my seatbelt and buckle up to avoid falling off my chair laughing. Hey, I'm ready.
Randy Glasgow Productions presents the best of the best Comedy Fest. The first of 6 shows kicking off Saturday, July 6th at the Arima Velodrome, 7:30 p.m. Get tickets today and save a fantastic $50 at islandetickets.com. Michelle's Arima, Extra Food Supermarket Arima, Sangre Grande, Aranguez, Grand Bazaar and Endeavour, Cachets, Trin City Mall and Port of Spain, Jumbo Foods, Barataria, Mirage, Westside Supermarket, Arima. For more info, call 774-5555. The best of the best Comedy Fest, Arima Velodrome, July 6th.
This is Natural Health Solution, where we offer a range of holistic services. Or HemaView, which is a deep dive into blood detection, both live and dry assessment, or BioResonance full body assessment, or full body lymphatic detoxification, or physical therapies include back, neck, and shoulder massage, sciatic nerve compression, and more. Our new beauty line includes both facial, mole and tag removal, and much more. Join us every Tuesday at 8:05 to 8:35 right here on the street 91.9. Call our numbers is 222-2189. That number again is 222-2189.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, in Sangre Grande, for the Old-Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry, every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Mondays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Trauma and Bereavement. Also, every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Low and You. Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Dealing with Disabilities. And every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., the all-night prayer live on the street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with the day's issues from a biblical perspective, and you'll also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He had showed you, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of you, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or 610-4673.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back on the inside. If you're just joining us, you're locked on to the Street 919 FM. This is Voices on the Street with Mr. Fuad Abubakar and yours truly, Bruce Wayne. So my brother, we had some discussion. What we discussing this morning? What you have on the agenda this morning?
Good morning to you, and good morning to all the listeners and viewers. Fresh morning, a pleasure to be here with the population of Trinidad and Tobago, my brothers and my sisters in humanity. And what else we could speak about but truth and knowledge. As I said before, whatever little that we have learned or we know, it is our duty to share that. So we come to share this morning. One of your callers started off nice. I take my book, I walk with my book and my pen. One of your callers who gave greetings this morning, you know, he said, give something today and don't talk about it Love is the answer. I mean, I don't know if he calls in every morning.
Yep, he does.
All right.
That's his mantra every morning.
Right. We could record that and play it as a intro. Because that is life, and that's the purpose of life for us. You know, to love, to share, to win that test of life. You know, life is a test, and you're winning if you have that understanding and you're implementing that understanding. So I come here to share whatever little I have in terms of knowledge, you know, in terms of goodness, in terms of love. That's my prerogative, that's my program. Hopefully we could inspire others. Hopefully we could guide others. It's a reminder, because sometimes we forget as human beings. We live in a kind of rat race where the tides, the wind could blow you in different directions, and we need that reminder. Some of us who may not know so much, we need that direction so that we can steer that correct course of life and be successful in the true sense of that word. You know, and in discussing that broader topic, right, I wanted to go into something a little, as a parable, a little shitty, right, a little, people that shy away from talking about the human experiences sometimes. But this is a human experience that we all have. I had it this morning. Bruce, I hope you had that experience this morning.
Yeah, every morning.
You're healthy, it's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you put in yesterday come out already? I know.
Yeah.
But just in the physical sense of it as well, it is essential, if we are healthy as human beings, that if we intake food, there must be that exit of the waste within us. I mean, even in that, it have a heights in that, as some people, let's say, it have a understanding even in that. But I had that human experience today, and I am constantly critical of myself as a human being. So I try to be the best human being that I could be. And I feel that is a parameter that we must all set for ourselves. So, Bruce, what kind of fella is look back?
Yeah, you have to look back and make sure that everything that you leave clean.
Or you don't care?
Nah, you have to look back.
Or you moving so quick through life? Tell the truth, you know.
No, you have to, no, listen to me. Even though you might be moving as quick as you want to move in life, but you always have to turn and make sure that where you leave it proper. You meet it proper, you have to leave it proper.
Some people, the impact they leave, whatever happen after, once them good. They ain't even studying that to come back to that space at some point. Or maybe they just move from that space and then going back there. Maybe somebody else go clean it. Whoever next, I don't really care. You know?
It happens.
Speed. The speed of life as well, that we can't get caught up in a rat race sometimes. We lose that element of caring. You know, in haste, there's much error. Sometimes in haste, when you're moving quick, you just leave destruction in the path. I remember as a young man, and I was talking to a friend, I was saying, we was real stupid when we was young, you know. I used to drive fast, boy. I used to drive fast, you know, a little faster than really was necessary.
Yeah.
To the point where you take certain risk that really, now you're older. And he laughing because we're looking at younger people now, but we could still remember we were stupid too, if you want to call it that. But that haste, and that not understanding, that not knowing, still I would have been tempered by knowledge. You know, I'll be tempered by experience. You bounce, you crash. Then you learn the hard way, but you're already damaged. The better way is to learn before and to have that discipline. So, back to the example that we really want to use this morning to share this enlightenment and this bit of knowledge. When I go into a space to use the toilet, the concept is that you leave it cleaner than you meet it. And if we live in this world for this short period of time, right, we must have an impact that is positive. We must leave it better
than we meet it.
And, you know, I would go into public toilet, you know, as I say, I'm a human being with my bowels working. My bowels working. If I eat today, by tomorrow for sure it's gone. Everything gone. Right? Once a day, twice a day sometimes, I light. I ain't trying to carry no sort of waste with me. So I really appreciate when I, even in sometimes in a public space, when it have a bathroom, you know?
Yeah.
When whoever, the institution, the company, do whatever, provide that facility. And when you go in there, it speaks to the people who own that facility as well. It says something about you as a company, as a whatever, the condition that your bathroom is, in my opinion. It says something about you. It says if you're mindful, you know, how you're providing a space. You know? And even in my business places, I'm upset about it if I reach any bathroom dirty with my workers. Come on, somebody use it. What's going on? So I challenge myself to the maximum. So I will reach in a bathroom and it's in a mess, and I will clean it. But if I scrub a thing there, I scrub in the bowl. Scrub, flush, wipe round the seat, fix what I could fix. If it can't flush, I taking up the tank cover and flushing it. And then I using it. And then I'm making sure it clean again. So whoever else comes there has a enjoyable experience. Though next thing the man who come in the next have it hot.
He might not have time to
He
clean
might
up.
not have time. And if he meet it how I meet some toilet sometime, sorry for him. You know, he might get ringworm sore. Boy, I don't know what. But
and that's just it. You need to be mindful of the person that coming behind you. So if it is you, as you say, you come to a space, you meet that space clean, you leave that space better than when you met it, cleaner than how you met it. The next person coming along do the same thing.
Good to go. I have lived and traveled in places where I have not met one single public toilet dirty. And it's not because cleaners cleaning all the time. It is because there's a culture of consideration and love. I have traveled and I put my foot halfway up on a seat. And somebody tell me, "Excuse sir, you know, no, don't do that." And I apologize and I put my foot, my bad English ways, because that's normal bad behavior kind of to put your foot in England. But in somewhere else, in Switzerland at that time, that ain't cutting it. In Japan, as part of our culture, Bruce, you don't even throw chewing gum on the floor. You can't find chewing gum on the floor.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It have 100 ways to say good morning according to who you're saying good morning to. Because the good morning for grandmother is a higher level of good morning than your partner's. So it is a culture that we need to engender of consideration. It is a knowledge and an understanding that we need to implement in life. Not only you meet it clean, you know, sometimes you meet it dirty and you have to clean it. Because you know better.
True.
You know better, so you had to get down and dirty. And then after you leave it, you clean it too. And you feel that sense of satisfaction within yourself that, all right, I did the right thing and I leave a positive impact where I am. You can't say it have a cleaner. It have a cleaner and that is them work. So somebody's supposed to clean after you to that extent? Your skids and your wherever? And then we reach to even further understanding and thought and consideration. You put a little air freshener in case somebody coming right after. You know? You reach to even a more refined, more civilized understanding. And I also had the experience where, look at the level of consideration now. There was a time in England where, imagine England had water issues. It probably still has water issues at different points, right? So the government was telling you, if it yellow, let it mellow. If it brown, flush it down, right? As in to conserve water. They're telling you. And that's a, so if you have to understand the context of your society as well, and you need to adjust to compensate for some shortfall or something like that, then that's what you have to do. So I want us as a people to, and I know people do this, there are good people out here, you know.
Yeah.
I want to say that the only, there's the barometer, the measure of a good person. But what you think, Bruce, what is in your mind, your philosophy, is how you live. You apply that philosophy to everything you do. And therefore manifested in your actions, you will see the purity and the cleanliness of your mind and your spirit. And we have to be real out here. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. We need to get real, and we have to realize that it has some dirtiness in we mind. It has some dirtiness in we spirit. And we have to really clean that up. And when you clean that up, then you will see a manifestation of that inner cleanliness in the way we do everything. Bruce, if I hear and I come this morning and I think about having a cup of tea, I ask you if you want a cup of tea. Then no host thing and who thing and Eduardo, Bruce should have be the one to go give me a cup of tea or thing. Or why do I have somebody making a cup of tea for me? We really need to self-analyze. We need to look back.
Need to be humble.
Humble ourselves. Look at ourselves. And I really want to appeal to the human being, appeal to my brothers and sisters in Trinidad and Tobago. This is the step that we need to make. And then we will make Trinidad and Tobago better. You know? It's not nobody else going to do it, you know. Once you purify that mind and that spirit, and you come out of that selfishness that is feeding we, and that lack of consideration and care, we go make the place, we go and clean all it, and everybody going and go to the toilet, and meet it clean and leave it clean. And Trinidad gonna become the place with the cleanest toilets. And people gonna come from outside and come into Trinidad and say, man, if it's one thing in Trinidad, y'all always clean, man. They say Trinidad is the cleanest place.
You're clean in your mind, your body, and your soul. You'll be clean all over.
Consideration, Bruce Wayne, and we need to live with that. We need to think about others. And we want others to think about us.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to think about others. So these are the little profound snippets of wisdom that we need to really grasp onto and put into our lives. And you could apply these concepts to almost anything. Right? I didn't want to go on, you read the news this morning and I said, gosh, God boy. You know, it are all kind of topics that people might want to hear about or they are accustomed hearing about. You know, when you're accustomed to something, you know, you want that now. You expect that. So I wanted to stay outside of the box in a kind of way, but I am inside the box same time.
Yeah.
Take it. Understand what I'm saying and apply it. We come into the toilet of life. We see in a mess in our society in certain ways. It are beautiful things as well. It are beautiful things as well. But it have mess.
Yeah.
It has a mess. And we need to clean it up. It's nobody else's responsibility. All of us. All of us. And we need to talk to whoever use the toilet too, you know. My brother, what going on, boy? You just come out of the you see that thing on the side there? That brush? That's not a toothbrush. That's not, you know, that's not an ornament. You see that there? Just, you know what I mean? All you have to do is just do so, whatever. There's plenty of water in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? I ain't going down that road with Pastor and thing. Just, right, brother? Yeah, all right, cool. Sometimes we're afraid. Sometimes we're afraid to talk to anybody too. We're afraid to correct a man.
Sometimes they want to take correction.
Yeah.
But guys, you all understand the analogy that we're making. So we're going to open up the lines and take some of your calls. So you can call us at 342-0081 and 4665391. We take your calls while we're having our discussion, so you can call us up. We're live and alive.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to correct them. You have to tell them, hey, this is how to do so and so. You have to find ingenious ways to bring it across, because people don't like to be corrected sometimes.
The next thing too is that you have to be able to stand your ground, maintain your cool, as others say, because some people understand a little different to others.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might tell somebody that, you know, all right, maybe you shouldn't do it this way, you should do it that way, and you still have to go into an explanation as to why. Because they wouldn't understand, but why does he want me to do it this way?
Yeah.
You know? So, let's see who's out there. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce Wayne. I was in the house.
Morning.
Well, that voice, I know it's a Abu Bakr offspring. Yes, brother. Well, morning to you, and I would say, as I've called before, eat properly, exercise, and I've used this word many times, jealous no one, and make a stranger laugh, right? No. Hannah, that is a nice road you are on there, brother. Here, what's happening? You see me? I am 68 years, right? And as you mentioned, when you was younger, you used to drive mad. As you get going of age, age brings reason, right?
Yeah.
Good. So I am 68, and I used to do a lot of weird things in my younger days. In the younger days, not I want to say weird, not madness, but when you're young. But anyhow, now I am older and I has wisdom and I learn every minute. So here what's happening. First of all, if I walking on the street, right, and I see someone would drink a beer or whatever, and just rush the beer, but just standing at the edge of the road, or in a drink that is standing, because someone could walk and mash that, and it could damage itself bad, right? He or she did. And I would take the bus and I would rush it flat. I would rush it flat.
Yeah.
And people passing there and like their eyes up in the sky. I will be walking, once I walk in and I see someone wire fencing, has a piece of wire hanging out. And brother, that could bust with somebody. I benefit.
Yeah.
And people passing there I benefit because all of this safety and life. I see again at night time stand I walking and a piece of wood on the roadside with a nail projecting up. I took it and I pressed it far in the bush, far, because someone could damage themselves, you see.
Yeah.
Well, I'll use the local term, always macroing when I walk and always paying attention. Because you see people, most of us are not observant. And you see the toilet business, that is a great method. But as you say, once you make it clean, leave it clean. Because a lot of people would see things clean, and when they leave, he or she buy it. And you cannot tell them anything, because you becomes the wrong one. You becomes the wrong one. But I will leave it there, brothers. One love, great. I love it, great.
Yeah, man.
Great.
Love, brother, man. And it is those simple things that will make it better. Much people save there with them bottle and them nail.
That's all right. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Bruce. Morning to your host. Let me go back 50, 60 years ago. All right? Back in them times, it was something like that. People was more concerned and more aware of these things, and it was a village bringing up children and all these things. Now, in this fierce competitive struggle for wealth and power, people don't really have time with that. What we as a people have to do, we have to get into eugenics. Eugenics is something like, all right, it is the science of developing a population, right? So as to increase the appearance of desirable characteristics, which is able to be inherited, right? We had to gain to that, and because we gone bigger and we can't get that into the system, so we had to start from that generation that's coming up. In order for that to really materialize and to come to fruition, we had to start from way down the ladder. Children, coming into the world and you groom them in that sense. But it could happen, but it wouldn't happen overnight where big people is concerned. It will be done certain ways already. And you see that way that man talking, I wish we could really come to understand and do it in that sense. At least, take pride in, because we take pride in whatever we do it. You understand? Don't leave nothing. And it takes time to make time. You can't just get up in the morning and you watch your bed and you leave it. And you gotta take time. The first thing you get up and make up your bed, you make sure it's neat. You go and brush your teeth. These things, a lot of these things going out of the window by. And we as parents, we are trying to instill them values, moral and spiritual values. That is the right way could reach that pinnacle again. You understand? Thanks for allowing me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Guys, you can call us up 342-0081 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Morning again, Brucey.
Good morning, Jam.
Sorry for not telling Mr. Abubakar more.
I know you didn't realize he was here.
And I know he was here because I saw him on the phone, right? But I thought he was coming to bash for the politics thing now.
Special good morning to you. Right? No, don't have them expectations. Special good morning to you. Thank you very much for calling back to give me greetings as well. I appreciate that. Nah, it's love all the time, Mom. It's all the time, no matter what.
Okay, that sense. Okay.
We had some, a big word being used there. I think it's eugenics. He was kind of cutting off a little bit. I think that's the right word. But it is the development of the human being. It is development of the spiritual and the mental self to realize positivity.
Yeah.
And I think for a very long time, that development has not been focused on. And we focus when we think development, we think, see a big apartments next door. We think, skyscraper. We think, but how beautiful it is. You go to a place in Africa, for example, and I'm using it, the continent as well as rich in economics, and it has buildings all over Ankara, big Lagos have all kind of, but you go to a village that is not as economically developed or materially built up, whatever, and you find people who are willing to give you are guests because you're just traveling through, to give you out of what they have. And the experience, they don't have nothing. Yeah. But whatever they have, like them have a piece of bread, them breaking that, and they're giving you first, you eat. But you come from wherever, sometimes your belly good. Yeah. They don't have them probably ensure, to a certain extent. That is the development of the human being that you need.
Caller, good morning.
Morning. I just want to say morning to the brother, Sabu Bakar. I met him in Panchin, they go meeting something. So we are brother in Pan.
All right, man.
You want the best, my brother.
All right, man. Blessings, brother.
Yeah, okay.
Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
All right, good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Ambaka.
Morning.
And good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I usually make sure that I give myself President Trinidad and Tobago. The topic nice. That topic that was holding that are very, but I go put the conjunction. The reality of greed, selfishness, and well, people had, you see that word they call survival? Survival is a thing that when you look at it in the world today and you put greed with it, you realize that the disciplines of many of us gone. It gone in such a way that you're talking about cleaning the toilet and things. It have a lot of people who, what were you talking about, boy? But it has some people who more or less like they feel they're too clean. They mustn't touch that. They mustn't do a thing like that. They do that thing. It have next people according to earlier on you say, boy, it have people to do that, not me, Like paying people my tax and things to do that. All those kind of selfish attitude, coming down to when we talking survival and everybody wants to live independent, selfishly. We have a lot of work. You have a cosmopolitan living going on that people coming or going from anywhere come in and do what they want, go there and do what they want, cares about no one. My brothers. This country we're looking at, let me go into a slight little political thing. We have a government that it's come out of colonialism. We have a next side that is cultural. We have another side that they are in nothing at all because they don't have an organization of their own self to carry a caucus into whatever we may want to be represented by or represent anything in a parliament. We have a lot of problems, my brother. Only topic nice. I don't want to go too far, but I don't think that we understand how much we have to change the heart that we have. Many of us in the room, not only one side, many of us. Oh, you thank you, brother. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, Trinidad.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for the contribution. And he touched on one of the major destructive elements of any society: selfishness. Selfishness, I'll say selfishness is the opposite of love. Not hate, you know. Selfishness is the opposite of love, because your only consideration is with yourself to the extent that it is detrimental to yourself. Follow me, Bruce Wayne. If you are selfish and you don't care about anybody else, it is to your own detriment, because we live an interconnected life where we are not independent and isolated. We're dependent on others.
Caller, morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you, Brucey.
Morning.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, the wider world out there. Good morning. A special good morning to Fuad. I'm listening to you, and you know, your chummy spirit all the way back to October. How many years ago you got married in October? I was in the Hyatt when you got married, you know.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it was in October, around Gladiator's birthday that time.
Right.
And your dad, I saw the wedding, I saw you, I saw it. I was down in the lobby when your dad came down, and he sat with us, and we had a nice conversation.
All right.
So I remember, how many children you have now?
I have 6 children now.
No, from that marriage.
I have 4 with my first wife.
Look at that. You see, you didn't have a baby with us. Look at that. You see?
Yeah.
That is the memory that crossed my mind listening to you. Always admire, you know. Don't mind your spike down. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, but I listen, you're cool this morning. God bless your soul, and I want you to continue to work with youth. So God, it's so hard. We got to continue to pray.
God bless you too. God bless you too, mother. God bless you.
You take care, and God bless.
All right, thank you very much. She gave me a special good morning, Bruce, and she gave you a special one too. I'll go tell you about that next time. Yeah, Bruce feeling a little way here, you know. Don't do him that now. Give both of we the special good morning, but I appreciate the love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that selfishness eats at the fabric of your society and destroys it. When I tell you destroys it, because what you send forth, what you exemplify, others follow, you know. And you act selfishly, and then others act selfishly, and nobody don't care about nobody.
Yeah. Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to everybody. And good morning to your special guest here. Mr. Barker, good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
You may not know me, but I know you very good, you understand me?
Oh gosh, and breaks then. Careful.
And I like your topic this morning, you understand me? You're trying to reach out, you understand me? And this is very good, right? Am I right or wrong? It's you're trying to reach out.
We have to try to reach out. We have to try to teach.
Yes. You will know my daughter, Akiba Williams, from Taranach there.
All right.
And Ken Gonzalez, you know that name, right?
Ken Gonzalez.
From up La Pelta there.
All right, yeah, okay.
Right, good. We are first cousins, so you know, it's so good I know you, right?
All right, blessings.
Yes. I told you I like your topic this morning, and you know what I would like to be sit down with you? If you could reach out a lot of young people in the community, you know, and if you could speak with them, you understand, because they need a lot of help right now, you realize that, right?
Yeah.
They're looking out for people to reach out to them. You know, so they may not, at home, they not want to take, some children some may have respect, some may not have respect for parents, you understand? And if you could go around in the community and try to reach out to them, that'll be very, very good, right? And you continue your journey, what you want to do here in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And you have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Bruce?
Oui.
Later, darling.
Yes, my dear.
Yeah.
That later song like all linking up later, Oh gosh. So that's selfishness. We have been fed a diet of selfishness, individualism for a real long time, And I don't know if we realize that it was being injected in us. And the nice values and the love, the dexterity in the fabric of our society, the stretch that is keep it together. When things get weathered, you're watching a piece of fabric, it weathered and it could tear easy. The fabric, the dexterity, the strength, the flexibility that gave it substance and strength has been taken out. We get injected. Me, I, you, this, that, materialism. You have this, that. Who better than who? Achievement. And you achieve, and this one better than who if they achieve that or whatever. We have been fed with that poison, and it has destroyed the fabric of our society.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Brookswin.
Morning.
And good morning, Mr. Abubakar.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Baka, I tend to disagree with you, Mr. Baka. And no disrespect to you. This is human nature. Selfishness and greed has been something pure human being existence for its entirety. What I have a problem with, I am not blaming you. I was a young man growing up in 1990. See all what you're talking about? We had that here. After 1990, that love that you're talking about came into that selfishness. Because individuals now had was to depend on themselves. The business that I had in town, the workers gone home. So them workers had to find something to make for the children. Because I don't have a business for them to come to where I was paying them a salary. So they have to go there and look for it. Start all over again. And because of that, I adopt my own identity. And we are not, no way in our society, we are taking responsibility of what transpired in 1990 to get us here. Especially where crime is concerned among the urban youth. Because there is a thing going around up to this day still, where Rastas are against Muslims. And I have not seen, and that started from within the organization that your father started. I have not seen anyone in that organization come out and say, hey, Muslims, let's get away from this ideology that Muslims are against Rasta. And then we clean up the community that we started to fight for in 1990. I ain't seeing that, brother. Why see that Million Man march and me see nothing come out of it? March for Mr. Floyd, and nothing ain't come out of it. My society, especially the African community, are still in the same position that people are crying that has been in. So how are we going to move that if we are not accepting what was done to us years ago? Because most of the people that run in tongue and take up microwave that come out and think it was TV were people of my kind, Enjoy the morning, gentlemen.
The caller is a very interesting caller. I would have been happy to hear his name and know who it is behind the voice. People just call and just talk.
And Mr. Barataria.
Mr. Barataria. All right. Well, he's a person known to the radio.
Yeah.
You're contradicting yourself, Mr. Barataria. I don't want to get into the specifics of your topic too much. Maybe someday. And I think it has been dealt with on numerous occasions. My late father is not someone who's a stranger to public life. And you would have had the opportunity to speak to him and to ask him questions about whatever transpired then. But I make sure and take a little note there. You know, is you have to be very careful. So he said that selfishness is part of the nature of the human being, right? And I could agree to some extent. There's good and evil in all of us.
Yeah.
So that base nature of self-preservation, of taking care of yourself, might be there, you know. But as we develop as a human being, you reach to a greater philosophy and you live by a greater philosophy. So you are able to curb the base negative instincts. For example, I'm sure Mr. Baratara, if he has children and he have one piece of bread and the children hungry, I am sure he would forego eating himself and he would feed the child because you know, because you have reached a certain level. So you kill the selfishness that you say is innate in the human being, and you go to a selflessness where you are able to sacrifice for the weaker, for the more vulnerable, for the future, and things like that, right? If you are saying that selfishness, which is one of the key elements that cause the destruction of the society, is innate in us, human beings, then to come and then speak about one incident, right? Which is 1990, July 27, 1990, talking about specifically. And all that transpired in that time period. And to say that took away or destroyed the selflessness, the love, and whatever other positive elements in our society is being very, very disingenuous. That is absolutely unjust and unfair. And to be honest, if you look critically at the data in Trinidad and Tobago, and if you want to use crime as a hallmark, as a marker, that is not true. Our incidence of grievous crime, in particular murder, did not start or exacerbate at that point in time. That's not true. So, you know, I want to go off in there, and people may try to sidetrack the love that we're trying to share this morning with these incidents and these things. I want to focus, but I have respect for everybody's opinions as well. Yes. And I will still offer a few minutes to try to give my understanding. Right? So blessings, Mr. Barataria. Thank you very much for your call. We could have that discussion maybe at some other point in depth. And you had to come correct and come good. Because I love my country. And I love my people in Trinidad and Tobago. And I can also tell you something even further. I am the product of a man who loves people, who love his fellow man. And the lessons that I have learned, cleaning my toilet, working steadfastly, encouraging that which is right, even standing up at times against that which is wrong, have been taught to me by that man. Go ahead, caller.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Walaikum salam. Peace be unto you, brother.
Yeah, so I know I started taking a program when you was on the program, she come Wednesdays and sometimes.
Yeah, man.
So I don't let that call, I frustrated and thinking, you come to preach goodness, you going back so and I think I love to hear this morning, man. Bruce, I've been so like to live with you, man. For people have the good work. love we country. Turn back right now.
Love all the time.
Guys, we're getting ready to go pay some bills, so we'll be right back. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM, Voices on the Street. Mr. Ford, Abu Bakar, and yours truly, Bruce Wayne. We'll be back. Keep it locked.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, IWER TV.
The Street 919 FM. Share the life.
Greetings and blessing in the name of our wonderful Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia. And we would like to invite you to listen to the Final Hour broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444.
Please be sure to tune in and prepare to be blessed.
As my life, I lay it on the altar. As my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud.
Wow.
Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Two leaders have become one, we're doing it all for you. We're here to build a nation, that's what we're made to do. For mortgages, investments, and financing too. Welcome the new, brand new TTMB. Yes, we'll see you through. We're here to make you reach higher. We're here to be your new leader. Two giants have come together to work for you under one roof.
The Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Finance Company and Home Mortgage Bank have joined forces. Introducing TTMB, the Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank. Own your future.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going. After a storm, there is a calm. Where there is darkness, light follows. Where there is evil, good overcometh. It's Conscious Talk with Steve Antoine. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
So welcome back. Just a bit of information for you. The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type The Street 919 FM. It's the biggest comedy festival in the Caribbean this year. The funniest new school and old school comedy starts at Randy Glasgow Productions' Best of the Best Comedy Fest on Saturday, July 6th at the Arima Velodrome, Bacchanal from 7:30 p.m. Get early bird tickets today and save a whopping $50 at islandetickets.com. Extra Foods supermarkets in Arima, Sandy Grande, Aranguez, Grand Bazaar, and Endeavour. Cachets, Trin City Mall in Port of Spain. Michelle's, Mirage Westside Supermarket, Sensational Sammy's Seafood Plus in Arima, Jumbo Foods in Barataria, and for more information you can call the 24-hour hotline at 774-5555. Get your cruise ready. TNT for non-stop laughing on July 6th at the Arima Velodrome. We're putting White Oak on the big screen. Enter to win a 70-inch Samsung TV when you purchase 750, the 1000 or the 1750 ml White Oak rum from Massey Stores. Promotion open to all Massey card holders until July 31st. Upgrade your entertainment with White Oak and Massey Stores promotion. Approved by NLCB. Designate. Don't drink and drive. Music lovers, it's time to celebrate 20. Join us as we go along the red carpet for the inaugural More Music Festival, the More Music Festival. Book your date now. On Saturday, the 20th of July, 2024, Queen's Park, Savannah, the More Music Festival. That's right, it's 20 years of incredible music. Soca, reggae, chutney, steel band, R&B, and more, all on one stage. Join the More Music FM star-studded cast for a musical journey over 2 decades of hits. Saturday, July 20th, the More Music Festival, Queen's Park, Savannah. Hey Tobago, upgrade your home with the Flow Link Up Plus bundle. Unrivaled speeds of up to 300 megabytes, unmatched access to 112 channels, and unbeatable streaming options. All for an unbelievable price of $310.95. Join the winning team today. Flow, unrivaled, unmatched, unbeatable. Big Mike and Little Mike are your dynamic duo sharing their passion for a healthier lifestyle. Big Mike, a naturopathic doctor, brings to you the latest trends in supplementation nutrition to bring you from zero health to optimum health, using different protocols and techniques, while Little Mike, or health specialist, dives into the secrets of holistic health and mindfulness, placing strategic emphasis on unique and modern wellness methods. Whether you're a fitness fanatic or just embarking on your wellness journey, these guys have got you covered. So grab a smoothie, kick back, and join the conversation. It's Health Talk with Big Mike and Little Mike every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. to 10:35 a.m. only on the Street 919 FM. Looking for a pleasurable experience? Then look no further. The Sea Champion is available for you. Sailing from Kings Wharf, San Fernando for a 4-hour cruise, 1-hour boarding and 3-hour sailing. This includes a house DJ for boarding, cleaning crew, security, and a well-stocked bar. For more information on bookings and packages available, contact 399-5959, 324-4227, or 281-4723. Call us anytime for bookings. Natural Health Solutions Limited features Education Outperforms Medication segment every Tuesday at 8:05 a.m. to 8:35 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM. Call us at 222-2189 or WhatsApp only at 304-5816 in Trinidad and 732-9186 in Tobago. Our location is number 8 Orsonville Road, St. Augustine, and number 40 Wilson Road, Scarborough, Tobago. Our business hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plagues us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain. Telephone number 736-3962, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe. Are you a new employee entering the workplace? Are you a supervisor, counselor, or HR practitioner? Do you know the 5 interpersonal communication competencies that you need for healthy workplace relationships? Listening, speaking, connecting, modeling behavior, and mediating conflict. We have the perfect resource for you. Conversation Capsules at Work. Written by communication expert Dr. Madonna Doyle, this powerful book provides you with the tablets to energize relationships, repair broken friendships, grow team spirit, and regulate conflicts. Each tablet is infused with real-world situations that apply at every level of the workplace. Own your copy today from any branch of RIK Booksellers in Trinidad and Tobago, or obtain from our web store at www.madonnadoyle.com. Conversation Capsules at Work, daily supplements for healthy workplace communication. You can also join Dr. Madonna every Monday from from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on the show Words Matter, only on the street 919 FM. You are invited to join Pastor Morris of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco, Sandy Grande, every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mondays at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Trauma and Bereavement. Tuesdays 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You. Wednesdays 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Dealing with Disabilities. Every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all night prayer, live on the street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You would also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. For further information, you can call 753-1113 or 236-7271. So guys, we are back. So we're giving you all the information that you need.
I think we could put a little code to get in. So when they call, we ask if there's look back. Right? And once they say yeah, there's look back, we good to go.
I hope they remember that. We have our first caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Bruce.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Right, take care. Good morning, Mr. Fuad.
Good morning. Caller, do you look back after?
After what?
After
the toilet you're talking about?
Yes. Is the toilet we're talking about?
Yes, we do. Do. As a matter of fact,
you're inside.
I wet the tissue and I wipe it before I sit.
All right.
So, but you know, and we're talking about that now. I agree that any business places that has something like that should have somebody looking into it, because sometimes you go to the bathroom and you cannot sit there because the whole ground and most of the toilet is wet. You know that. I don't know if you ever experienced that.
Yeah.
It's wet with urine and whatever else, because that's the only thing that fall on the ground, not the flushing. And I think even if you have to pay, I have no problem paying a little dollar. I know when you go to, because you know too, because you talked about traveling. When you go, sometimes the people who clean the bathroom, because they're regular, or inside the bathroom, they will have a little bowl or something where you give them a tip, right? And I think that is good. But they get their salary maybe, and so the company should have that so they can mop out or clean out, because you want a clean area, like you said. It's important to be comfortable in there, because you don't even want to wash your hand, you don't even want to enter, right? So I think that if we have to pay for service, I don't have a problem paying for service. That's one thing with me, I pay for service, right? And even in the public toilet, you want that as well. But that's what, first of all, I want to say that I want to talk about two things. When I find that, you know, I've heard Bruce reading concerning the budget for Tobago, and the person, Mr. Mali, there is talking about spending money on health. Why don't we spend money on having people live a healthy life instead of spending money to heal them? I have a problem with that. Spending money when we could avoid those things. Train people, talk to the people of how to live a healthy life. It's important because you talked about cleaning your bowels, right? And I am very concerned about my body, so I try to make sure that I eliminate the waste that is in me. And if I don't see it come out, I feel uncomfortable. And you feel so light, like you said, light and healthy. The other thing I want to tell you about, I don't want to go through here, but I want to tell you, it's all about healing that Mr. Barataria was talking about. And you know Jacob in the Bible? He spent 7 more years to heal what his his father-in-law did to him. You know that? What?
You're teaching me.
That's
I know the name, but I don't know.
Okay, so he had gone to the man, I forget his name, and he told him he liked to marry his daughter. That's Rachel.
Right. I will look into this story after Baker. Give me the lesson from it, please. I will look into
all
it.
right. Yes, so I'm saying that sometimes you need healing, right? And it takes a while because you have lost something. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So Bruce, I wanted to just touch back on the topic, right? I know some people that have now come on with us.
Yeah.
You know, and the last caller asked, she said, look back at what? We mean look back when you're in the toilet, when you finish, do whatever you have to do to look back and ensure that it is clean. We are responsible for the mess that we make. Right? Me, whatever mess I make, I am responsible for that. Bruce, whatever mess you make, you are also responsible for that.
Correct.
And it have a little sign even downstairs in the bathroom right here as a reminder. Men and women use this toilet. Have consideration. We must have consideration for others. We must have consideration. Same way we consider ourselves. You know, the good lady says she was white before, right? Before is for us. Hopefully we care enough about ourselves that we will purify the environment that we in for ourselves. That is the first step, eh? But it is also about leaving it pure, clean, better, not just the way it was, you know, better for those who come. You know, I just look for when I go in the bathroom as well, like I was in Royal Castle, all the way in DB, sorry. I looking for a mop because the floor wet. You know, and I meet it wet, I use it, I'm real glad to have the facility. The least I could do is to mop up the floor. So much so, Bruce, it has techniques, you know. Right, you aim so good because you ain't sit down because maybe your bricks because the place ain't looking so hot up to sit down. But it is good to sit down as well sometimes, right? You wrap up some toilet paper, right? And you wipe up whatever little mess it have. Whatever little mess. It is about cleaning your mess. There's this song that my father loved a lot, and he played it almost on repeat. At his first wife, she passed away before him, a year before him. He played it almost on repeat at that funeral. And that's a song I like as well from Gramps Morgan that has stuck with me. If you give a little more than you take, if you fix a little more than you break, if you're the type of person who helps a stranger in the rain, it's the rain, I think. There's a place for people like you. We will make mess. Through the human experience, we will make mess, we will make mistakes, we will do things that cause an impact, even on the environment. You have to live, you're going to cut a tree, you're going to pull down a mango, I picking mango the other day, and I had to tell the children, and he climbing up the tree, a young man behind me, I tell him, they're breaking the branches. When you're climbing up the tree, try not to break the small green branches with life. Because that is what we're going to ensure tomorrow, which is next year or 2 years, we will get more mangoes. So don't climb the tree because the branch in your way a little bit, instead of pushing it aside, you break it, you step on it, you whatever. You're killing the future through the impact of life. But sometimes you will break a branch, you're pulling a mango for the tree with the picker, it might hook up, but you have to be, because you think beyond just today.
Yeah.
You think beyond just yourself. And that understanding is something that we have to come to. And that Graham Smokin song, I know we can't play music. I love that song. I love this song because the principles, the philosophy within it are philosophies that enlighten you and carry your behavior to a higher standard. Mr. Barataria, we are not animals. Yes, we are. We have a human form. We eat, we need to whatever. But God has given us something more. He has given us the ability to uplift ourselves by our understanding and our action. Sometimes you see a human being, a woman or a man, and because of their behavior, you say you're an angel, darling, you're an angel, you know. You know nowadays, oh sorry, let me take the call. Sorry to keep you on the line so long, caller.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to the panel. What I am saying, I look before and then I look after.
You're inside.
And anywhere that I go, anywhere, I always look before. You know, because sometimes it just needs a little touching up before you use it. Most times.
Yeah.
You know, to give it a little wipe, before setting. So I look before, I deal with it before, even though it's clean. I deal with it before and after. I always look to see what is what. I want to see what's coming out of my body.
You're inside, darling.
Yes. You understand what I'm saying? So I always look before. So I want to give it a little general before you.
Yeah.
I wipe me, and after. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it is so lovely. You see, if I go in the toilet after this lady, it clean.
Yeah.
I don't even have to look. I can look and smile. And if she go after me, she don't even have to look. But if she look, she could look and smile. That is the effect. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, I thought you had another call on the line.
Somebody was calling, but the call gone.
And that is how we have to approach life. If we approach life in that manner, we make it better for ourselves. We send forth into the world that understanding and that behavior that makes it better. And we have to teach the children. We can't neglect the responsibility of teaching these important lessons.
I agree.
We have to do it. It is not natural. Sometimes the consideration is not natural, and we have to ensure for the sustainability, for the forward progression of our people, that we teach these lessons. And God willing, it will reach a stage, Bruce Wayne, where you don't even have to put the sign behind the toilet,
True. Yeah.
The sign ingrained in our minds.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
And morning to Brother Ford Baca here.
Good morning, brother.
I had to get this opportunity to thank you. To thank you for making this effort and coming here and raise this discussion. Because you are quite right. Man has become lovers of themselves, and it is written in Scripture.
Yeah.
And that is where the selfishness has become to man. Because in man's eyes, all things are right. So you are quite right. And we look for change. We want change, but we are not the change makers. We don't want to change our own behavior. We don't want to change our attitude. But we want the change. So, in short, commend you this morning coming here and raising those issues, because all of the things that fall under that in terms of your cleanliness and your tidiness and your fear for God. Man has lost the fear for God.
Yeah.
So that is why I am happy to be able to say this. And I say once again, I commend you for coming here and raising that kind of issue. But man had to look deep within themselves and change the behavior. And in that regard, the crime and criminality will have to stop. And lastly, charity begins at home, and parents have to take the responsibility in raising their children in a God-fearing environment. Have a wonderful day, Bruce. Thank you, my brother.
Blessings.
Oh.
Next. Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Morning.
It's me again, and to your brother there. To your last caller there. Well said and done. Bruce, where is the callers on them this morning?
They're listening intently. Good morning. Good morning to you as well.
Yes. Good morning again. You understand me, Bruce?
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? Bruce, I'm going to tell you something. I already said to speak about the toilet being in KFC somewhere down on the countryside. You understand me? Bruce, why do you think a lot of business places lock the toilet? Because we intend, human beings intend to just go in and mess it up, right? That is we. Bruce is not a dog or a cat goes in a business place to use the toilet. No. It's the public, you understand me? Human being, we intend, and we do intend to raise or lift up ourselves high. You hear what I'm telling you about? And to you, my brother, you continue. You and Bruce, you're on a very good topic this morning. And let me tell you, you must always come back on the station, right?
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you must always come back on the station, you understand me? Because a lot of people will be listening and trying to learn. Okay? You continue to do the best what you think for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Have a good one again.
Blessings. I hope the boss listening. The boss listening. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Always.
Right? Love for your brother or your love for yourself. Consideration. Consideration is key. And, you know, I agree with them locking the door. Yes, they might come and they mess it up. But the charity in leaving a toilet open for somebody to use. Boy, the blessing. You ever had a hot one, Bruce? And you know where, and then you see, boy, they just have a toilet, a public toilet. Or you ever go in a place and they say, no, it have no toilet. And we human, we think we big, we think we bad, we think we all kind of thing. But when you have to go, you have to go.
Yeah.
And they tell you, nah, it have no toilet, and you watch them in your eyes with that look. Please.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, Manu.
Yeah, we listen to that from Abubakar. Junior, you're on the right track.
Good morning.
Let me say something. I always say, leave something better than you find it.
Yeah.
Leave something better than you find it. Because you see, when you leave, as a matter of fact, my grandmother used to always say, my grandmother is your father's family, yeah? And you call the name and they leave.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Blessings, family in the house.
Family in the house. My grandmother used to always say, clean the place before you use it. And when you finish, clean it again.
Yeah.
Clean the place before you find, and when you finish, clean it again. And it's better to dead than to leave. Sorry, it's better to be dead and leave than to live and want. Because if you're wanting, you're suffering. But if you're dead and you leave, somebody else will get it. It is the same thing like clean it after you find it. You leave it better than you find it.
Of course.
All the time. I always say so. And I will say again, give somebody something and say nothing about it. You don't let them know who give it. It's just that somebody gets it because you get something and you don't know how it comes. You have life. God gives you life. He could not choose to give you life. to give something and say nothing about it. Always do that. And be blessed. Trying to make all they take care of the children.
Yeah.
Take care.
Blessings. Bruce, you hearing in your head your mother. I don't know if you still hear your mother in your head. I just hear my mother in my head all the time. You hearing your mother saying, you ain't no maid in here? You used to get that?
You don't know?
You ain't no maid in here?
I just hear the maid going out.
well, right. These are profound lessons that supposed to be etched in our minds as Trinbagonians. That's the way it's saying. No? It have a new talk now. I just think sometimes use the Princess Margaret. But you had to be Princess Margaret for my daughters because you feel you're going to leave your clothes there and somebody going to pick it up to put it in. It's not that you want to do everything for them. You can't do everything for them. You have to teach them to clean up after themselves. You have to teach them that they have a responsibility. So parenting our children is a major area in which we have fallen down. And we know the structure in the society, and we know the difficulties, and we know the harshness of the economics, and we know the harshness of the single parent. We know the chaos. But now we reach a mess. I want to go too far, but I just go in a little distance. We reach a mess, Bruce Wayne. Who say this is not a mess? Who say the toilet clean? Boy, all right, well, that is all here. With my eyes that I could see, the toilet, it's in a mess. And we have reached a point where we have to clean it. It have to clean. Or we're going to leave it like this. Disease done festering, you know. Is maggot, is worm, is... If you go in there and we had to use it, we in the toilet, we're going to become sick and we're going to die from this illness, from this impurity, from this nastiness.
Take one. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning again, Bruce.
Morning.
Bye.
Good morning.
Yes, so I like that part of the discussion where you talk about children being responsible, because some of them think that they have the privilege to have their parents pick up after them. And even the boys, so I'm glad you're a man saying that, think that, the sister's supposed to do that and she's supposed to do that. But, and I said it before, everybody's supposed to do everything. And that's what, I have 2 children, and that is what I instill in them. You're not waiting on anybody. You do what everybody do in the house. The plate on the table, I didn't put it. You finish once you're at an age that you can put it in the sink, you do that. And even you help doing that to others. So if somebody sit down and they're there and you feel like clearing the table, so you do that as well. So I like that, what you're saying there, and I hope you can talk more to the boys, that they too would know that they are not privileged. They have responsibility. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody has a responsibility. My children as well. You're old enough. Put your cup in the sink. And soon, they ain't reach tall enough yet to reach the sink. But when they reach tall enough to reach the sink, and they ain't going to mess up the place too much washing up, I'm going to let them know. Because I could still hear my mother voice in my head. If you eat from it, wash it. You don't have no maid here. Everybody stuck up all the dishes in the sink. Your mother done cook. So she have all the cooking utensils there. And then you eat. And then you put your plate. And what? That is, come on. Or we take turns when we get up on a morning. We used to share breakfast together, especially when we're fasting in Ramadan and stuff. So everybody get up to start their fast and they eat. Somebody take a turn. Everybody take a turn one day washing the dishes. what you gonna do? Leave it there for your mother, who might have already prepared, and now it reached an extent of love where, you know, the sister could cook, this one could cook, so this one taking a turn cooking sometimes on a Sunday, whenever, so your mother get a break.
Yeah.
This is a collective contribution. There's a helping hand. There's all of us. It's not to just receive. Where this attitude come from? It's just to get. I am to be. All praise you. Nah, all praise is due to God. I think you have a call, Anila.
Okay, they gone. Call me back.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, we are not above cleaning up after ourselves. Should never think that.
Caller, good morning.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bruce.
Merry Christmas, my brother.
Keep it appointment with His Majesty, man. Morning, Mr. Ford.
Morning, I know watching the date. You say Merry Christmas Day, no, I watching the date.
Keep our appointment with His Majesty.
Always.
I listening into the program here, but one thing I wanted to find out, because we grow up, each and every one, boys or girls, grow up doing things around the house, keeping the place clean and all this kind of thing. Wasn't boys doing this and girls doing that? The only thing the boys must be hardly used to do most of the time, because I know, well, you had your home clothes, you had to wash them. Nobody washing that for you. You had to learn to wash, you had to learn to cook, you had to learn to iron.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering where all this discipline disappeared, that now we had to come to correct this mistake that take place where we grow up with all these things inside of us, and all of a sudden it just disappear. Yeah? We should not having this conversation now if we had carry on the tradition that we were learned.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We give up the good teaching, brother, and we take up, I don't know what we take.
Well, this is the whole thing that causing the problems today.
Yeah.
Because I, growing up, and I hear people talking about, I don't want my child to grow up as how I grew up, and all this kind of business. So this is where we had the disconnection about personal hygiene and all this kind of thing. That's why you see people throwing thing here, throwing thing there. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we let all these good teachings run away from us, and now we find ourselves in a bag of cobweb. We can have to come now to explain how to get back to that direction that we once knew.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your education this morning, Uncle Brucey. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, man. Merry Christmas to you, man.
Keep our appointment with His Majesty, Mr. Fuad. Thanks again for your thing. Trinidad and Tobago, sorry about that, but a pleasant good morning to all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the world at large. Merry Christmas and have a peaceful and blessed day. Thanks for the time. Blessings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce, good morning again and Fuad Apabaka.
Morning.
Your conversation so nice. I bump to sleeping a little thing now and then. Now, as I would say too, I just look back. Who's to begin? Because I look back to see exactly what I put out of me. So I go look at myself, forward checking on my health and so forth. And even before I go in, as I go inside that place, I make it sure that I clean, because I don't want no parasite or no part of me down below of me. So, you know, people have to be much more conscious of themselves in real.
Yeah.
But I'm going to close up and say, Brother Abubakar,
Yeah.
I'm going to close up and say that I would like to hear you more in the program in real, because your concept, because of where you came from, who you come from, and the knowledge you have through the Islamic and so forth. It is a nice thing to come on this, especially this program in the morning, to start a good morning, to give people the kind of consciousness, encourage people to carry a discipline as much as how you open it up this morning. You bring plenty thoughts in what you say. So I will like that, because look at, I mean, you say something about disrespect or opposite love. But then what were we to be talking? When people talking about love. Where is the appreciation? I want to call appreciation, which it's supposed to be before you could talk about love, because if you ain't appreciated, you can't reach to a situation to say you love what you appreciate. You go close with that, because discipline, we need it.
Facts.
And we need nice people, good people, conscious people to come along and help that, because we have a lot of problems. As you say, he plays ducky. Thanks.
Yeah. If I could just put in a 2 cents, and I thank the callers for coming in. Bruce, I'm talking to my good partner, Mr. King, right? Big up my brother. Big up the whole movement, Sasha, and everybody else who trying to do their part as well.
Yeah.
All right? And I saying, boy, Trinidad was sweet. It's a sweet place, eh? Real nice place. Right? I get a piece of it. I'm 38 years of age. I'll be 39 this year. I get a piece of the sweetness, and I grew up in a family and an environment that foster these positive things, these Trinbagonian beautiful concepts and philosophies. And I say to him, I say, you know the song, all through the seasons go, say you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Tear down paradise and put up a parking lot. Right? My tone in so hot up as same man thing. We tear down paradise and we put up a parking lot. Bruce, that's how I just feel sometimes when I watch Trinidad. And it could bring me to tears, because we tear down that beauty of this place, that care. That boy, don't play the fool. Anybody telling you that make up your bed, that you ain't no maid in here. We tear down that love and that care. Good morning, good evening. And we pop parking lot. Everybody running down money. $50 to park. $100 to park. We tear down paradise. We say now it have home invasions in Trinidad and Tobago. We had a point where you didn't used to lock your house. But here I telling you, Bruce, follow me. Follow me, or I could write it down, eh? If now we stop locking our doors to each other. Now, I talk about now. If now we all stop locking our doors, nobody ain't going to break your door. Your door open. We take things, $100,000 ring, and we stash it in a corner in we house, safe, lock. And we value that. We put it up on a value. We put it on, we think, we work hard for it. This is so much to us. We put value in valueless things, and we lock up. And we teach them, other people, that is what is the value, and they come in for it. And they break in your door to come for it. We are the architects of our own destruction. Nobody ain't had to rob me, Bruce. Because if you ask me, I given you. For a matter of fact, in my community, if I watching it, because I live in with people, and I see, you know, you're looking like you're under pressure, you're looking a little grimy, I will give you. If you're looking hungry, Bruce, why waiting for you to smell my pot cooking for? When I have, I will give you. Because, I mean, if I cooking and you smelling my food and your children ain't eat and you hungry, I mean, Oh God, what kind of situation? What kind of situation we creating? We tear down that paradise. We live without consideration. We hoard in. We put in value in things above love and sharing and caring. The place must be nasty. The place must be nasty, Bruce. It must be grimy. You watching a grimy face, and you wouldn't even try to pass a smile on that face, boy, Bruce. We tear down paradise at a time where if somebody cooking, they're cooking extra for the neighbor or whoever else. These are the values, the morals, the way of living, the consideration. Consider. Put yourself in them shoes, Bruce. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. That's what you do when you clean the toilet, you know. You think about yourself, because when you come and meet it, you want it to meet it clean.
Yeah.
And you want for others what you want for yourself. And then you say, I will continue the cycle of goodness. And I go clean it even better. And leave it clean for who come in. Trinidad and Tobago. We toilet dirty. We toilet dirty. And we need to clean up that toilet for ourselves. And we need to clean it for those to come. There's no two ways about it. We cannot leave it the way that it is. Right? We need desperately to bring back these fundamental ways that we used to live, to make our environment a paradise again. That has to be the mission. That's the mission of life. When we live and we live in a space, we try to leave a positive impact. We try to fix more than we break. We go cause a little damage, you know.
Yeah.
We go consume. We go consume. But, oh gosh, the gluttony and the greed and the hoarding and the selfishness. Oh gosh. Okay, the place harder. The place tougher right now. So we had to show more love. We had to extend. You can't harden up. If the place already tough, you go friction on friction, force on force. When I meet, you know, the youth out there, I know it might be tough. I know it grimy, the thing, I know it might be tense. I gonna come with more tension. I gonna come, hey, take this to you. Nah. Bring a ease. Hey, eat something. Eat something. I ate something yesterday. I bought something and I bought more than I needed. And I'm going home late and I see a youth out there late. I say, well, what are you doing out this hour? You know, I mean, what are you doing out this hour? You're breezing? I mean, it's a kind of timing to be breezing. Rain, now a little drizzling and whatever. And I have something then I have more than I could eat. I ain't gonna eat that. And if it stay there, when it's stale, I might want to eat it either. I might throw it for the chicken. I say, you know, all that thing. You good? Yeah, you good. Extend yourself. Go beyond, wipe the seat, scrub the inside. Not your skid marks, you know. Yeah, I could say, it's not my skid marks. It's not I do that. And me ain't going to all that extent.
Yeah.
I could just use it. And what I do, I go clean that. But come on. Come on.
Caller, good morning.
Blessed rising to you, Boss Wayne.
Hey, morning, Oma. How are you doing?
I'm good after Jah. Blessed rising to the brethren there.
Yeah, man, blessings. You just look back?
Of course.
All right.
Well, listen, there's two things I would like to say. The upbringing of your children, it begins at home. As they say, charity begins at home and it ends abroad. And the other thing is, your toilet is your mouth. Okay?
Right.
Your toilet is your mouth.
I walk with my book and I write in.
And as I always say to all the wonderful people, trusting and obeying people of Trinidad and Tobago, keep your guard up. Don't let it down. Now is the time to be much more wise and watchful. Take care of the children, please, and you all be safe on the nation's black carpet. Blessed love to all.
Blessings, blessings and love. Take care of the children, Bruce. Yeah. Which children is your child? How much children you have, Bruce? You have?
Yeah.
How many?
3 boys.
3?
Yeah.
And how much other children you have?
No.
No, I mean how much you just take care of.
5.
5.
Caller, good morning.
Bruce, good morning to you, and good morning to Farwood and all our listeners. Now, I've been listening for the past couple of hours well, and sorry I got in this hour because I still don't get the context in relation to the toilet scenario. And there's a lot of, to me, Farwood, you need to get to the point as to what we're talking about in relation to, all I get in is the parental aspect. Now, I've been listening, my colleague from Baratory would have hit a vein in the context of what transpired in 1990. And I know people didn't pull from that the question of the guns, because today, while we want to forget 1990 and your father would have moved on and God bless his soul, the question of leadership by parents is a challenge in the black community, but it doesn't transcend to leadership outside the scope of the politics. And I've been saying this for years. So you're not a politician, I would think. David Mohammed is not a politician. A lot of the emancipation support, they're not politicians. But these are the dormancy of these people, so to speak, in relation to the black people. And that's why my colleague was saying, what could we do outside the scope of politics for those things you're talking about with the toilet? Because the toilet could be clean, but it could be spilling based on flatulence. So my thing is that I'm hearing you for the morning, but I still don't think you're coming out and saying what you want to say. But for me, I think what I want to leave you with is that a listening conversation, I know what you're driving at, but I think you need to be specific as to what you want outside of even parenting to make our place a better place. And by the way, long time is not like this time. Neighborhood is different because personally, what I would have done long time with my children or grandchildren go my people to play, I won't do it today based on digitalization, based on the hearts of men. What can we do differently for us as a community with black people for us to be better in our society? I want to hear that from you this morning, more specifically than using that toilet scenario, my brother. But good to hear you, and nice for a different conversation, strongly outside of the politics, but behavioral things this morning. Tell me something in the short time that you have. Thank you very much.
Almost I'm gesturing for you to cut him. You see, tone and is a lot as well. So you come with a kind of tone. And I'm glad you had the patience as well, and we really had to try to show the patience. And he might not have that patience right now. He might be a little bit frustrated. I sense in his voice a certain level of frustration. And when you want me to be direct, and he's demanding of it, you get a lot from the tone, eh? He don't want to hear.
And that's how he speaks. That's how he speaks.
Well, some of us have reached a point of frustration as well, and you have to try to temper it at times. I'm trying to teach, and I'm trying to give it in a way that people could understand. I try to bring an example, and this example of cleaning the toilet after, because that was the predominant notion I was trying to give, is a matter of consideration. And that is what I was trying to really focus on this morning, Bruce. I'm trying to focus on us being considerate to others, us living that golden rule of loving for others. Yeah. So you come at a good time to help us to wind up.
Yeah.
And to hone in. If we become better as human beings, we will impact our environment positively, and our environment will become better. I would like all of us who make mess to make that effort to clean up, to just clean up after yourself. Right? I would ask us as a people to make the effort to teach our children. And I ask you, Bruce, how much children you have? You say 3, then you say 5. And I'm sure it's probably more than that that you're having an impact on as well. Let us fill in. It's not that the mess was made and we make the mess so we're not cleaning it. Right? We had to use it. And our future generation had to use the toilet. And it is this space here, this is not a private toilet. All of us have to share the space. All of us have to share this toilet. So let us teach who don't know how to clean. Let we teach them. Let we encourage them. Let we insist upon it. And also let us lead by example and let us do our part to clean. Right?
So guys, that's all the time we have for today. As usual, it was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in ours. Talk to you guys. Well, I will be back here on Thursday, please God. I won't be here tomorrow, please God, but Miss Felix and Dale, the voice, will be on the inside. So you got to keep it locked to the Street 919 FM. Ford, thanks for coming in, and you'll be here again with me Thursday, please God.
God willing, I'm here with you Thursday. So
guys,
spread the news, spread the word. 91.9 Tuesdays and
Views
Thursdays.
expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
If you want greater respect from your bankers, bosses, those in authority, then words matter. If you want more productive business relationships with co-workers, customers, or clients, then join Dr. Madonna on the Street 919 FM every Monday 11 a.m. to 12 noon for Words Matter. Communication for joyful workplaces. Dr. Madonna will help you unlock the secret power of words for your financial, relationship, and physical well-being. Whether you work at home, on the road, or in an organization, join Dr. Madonna every Monday 11 a.m. to 12 noon for Words Matter.